And we're back here in Astra AR. It feels like it's been a long time, but I don't think I've actually missed a day of uploading yet, technically, because this is day 4's match, I believe. So we've found an interesting team here. Well, I say interesting, what I mean is challenging. It's not super interesting in its composition, but it is an infantry pulse team if you couldn't guess by the kinds of units that are in it. So we have a Thrasier here who gets a 1-turn cooldown Dragon Fang because Lucina doesn't hit her. We have an Alm here with a lot of HP who gets a 1-turn cooldown Lunar Flash. We have a Peony here for some reason. I mean, I know she's really good, but still kind of an odd choice with her base kit plus guidance so that Thrasier can rally jump. We have a +2 Hardy Bearing Lucina here who gets instant Moonbow. We have a +0 Lif who gets instant Open the Future. Not that that really matters because he kind of gets that anyway with his base kit, but you know. And then we have a Dancing Bakut, who gets +0 because he's got the highest HP, but this is not... I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually use this guy before, so it is cool to see something like this. He hasn't refined his Wagasa, which is odd. I don't really know why you wouldn't. But yeah, overall this team is like... it's competent. I mean,
what is your desire?
IP teams are always dangerous to an extent. And they probably always will be. But the problem with this team is that it doesn't take advantage of the mythics, right? He's got 2 Astra mythics, and yet he's also using 2 legendaries and a light mythic. The only unit that's actually helping his lift loss right now is Bakut. I don't actually remember if it's Earth or Wind season right now, so maybe it is, and he's also getting lift loss from Alm and Lucina, but if it isn't, then he's not, and that's really bad. You don't want that. So yeah, I would highly recommend to this dude to swap out Alm, Lucina, and even Peony with units that actually contribute to the lift loss, because otherwise there's just not much point in even having a Lift or Thrasier on the team. But I will save the shit talking for when well, for when we win. We actually have to win first. Wow, my mic peaked really bad right then. That's not great. Anyway, so I think I'm going to move down here so that I can... actually, do I want to smite? The Bright Shrine's not especially leveled.
Agreed.
But it is nice to not have... well, I suppose it would be -3 speed, which isn't gonna... matter a whole lot, I don't think. I mean, Alm is pretty fast, but because I'm faster than he is, I get my Guardian's Bow thing. Yeah, honestly, I think the plus res and attack might be worth it.
Yes.
Might be worth taking the small debuff, so I think we will do that, actually. Yeah. So if you couldn't tell, we're going to be doing an attack on 2 fronts here, and that is going to be... we are going to be hitting and running on Lif and Bakut. So we can go ahead up here. That is the real one. Must be a relatively low level one. We can go ahead and attack Lif. Goodbye. If I wanted to, I could leave Bakut alive, but I don't want to. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and kill Bakut with Est. And then we're going to run away. And what should happen is Alm doesn't really reach anybody. Thrasier may rally for Peony. In fact, she 100% will. But at that point, Peony might do enough damage to just attack Ygren anyway. And even if she doesn't, Ygren's not going to do much damage to me if she gets danced. And then Lucina comes, and Lucina should not really be a threat to my Ygren. So we'll go ahead and run away, and that should be close to GG, I think, unless some silly shenanigans happen. So I'm just going to leave like all my units down here because I'm scared. Still need to get 1 pot, but I think we should be fine. So there's the... yeah, there's that. Okay, Alm is actually going to come, that's fine. In fact, that's probably good. That means we get rid of more units in one go. Here comes Lucina, also doing a good bit of damage. And finally, Thrasier should do basically nothing. Yeah, pretty much. Ygren is just so good. What are you going to do against that if you're a Thrasier? Absolutely nothing is what you're going to do against that. Alright, well that is the match pretty much won. We can go ahead and get this pot with Igren, and then a dance from my Tethys is enough to get rid of this peony. Double checking that I've got all the pots. I sure do. Gotcha, indeed. And there goes the peony. Overall, a team that is in desperate need of improvements. It'd be a lot scarier if he had more units that were receiving the legendary, or rather the mythic boosts. Let me just double check what seasons it is right now. It is currently... It's currently Earth Fire. Okay, so Alm was getting his buff, that's why his HP was so high. But Lucina wasn't getting anything, and that's actually why Thrasier didn't have instant Dragon Fang. That team would have been a little bit scarier if she did have instant Dragon Fang, because that would have actually done damage to Igren. So that's definitely something to work on. All of the units are like individually powerful, but that team had very little cohesion. So if that guy is watching, probably not. But if he is watching or ever does, I would highly recommend that you change out those legendary heroes for more consistent units that can receive the Anima Blessing. But that is going to pretty much wrap it up for today. As far as defenses go, I don't remember the last time you guys saw. I think it was this guy. So we did unfortunately take another failure. Actually, no, that's the first failure of the week. Did I show you guys that already? I feel like I might have. I feel like you might have already seen that -20. But anyway, I didn't swap to my fishing team because I couldn't be bothered, and in the middle of that we got a 5-unit kill streak. So that's kind of unfortunate that these two couldn't just be swapped around. But what can you do? And then a few hours ago we got a win from this guy. So we're still doing well, -20 on defense and -40 on offense. Not too shabby, and only about 3 days or 4 matches left in the season. So yeah, things are going pretty damn well for us. But that is going to be it. I don't really have anything else to add. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next game. Until then.